Hey guys, welcome to another War Robots video. In today's video I'm going to show you sort of what it looks like when you've leveled up and unlocked most of the features that are available to you. This was pretty much what my hangar looked like when I sort of hit that level 30, which is as a player level. As you progress through the game you reach a different player level. Um, Also, you level up through your league as well, so basically unlocking more features and allowing you to collect more resources and do more in the game. So this is pretty much what my hangar looked like as I hit that level 30. So the second you hit level 30, you grab the Titan. So this was a element that Pixonic added to the game last year, and it's quite a fun change to have a nice big massive robot as you sort of play through the game. Um, so let's just go through my hangar, and I'll explain to you pretty much how I sort of progressed. So in my last video, I pointed out the little Destrier, which is the robot you start with. All of these robots you see here are purchased with silver. So this is the main resource you collect. Um, you also collect gold, and as you hit level 30 and get titans, you use platinum. So silver is sort of the main currency for when you're starting. Um, just a few things I want to really explain and highlight is when you get gold, there is the temptation to sort of speed up your upgrades by spending gold. So let me show you as an example. We're going to run an upgrade on the Gareth. So it costs silver to upgrade him, and it's going to take 30 minutes to do this. So we're upgrading from level 2 to level 3, and obviously this gives us more hit points. It increases his speed, and the physical shield that this bot carries, which is its special ability, is also increased in durability. So let's just click on upgrade. So as you can see, we've got 30 minutes until that upgrade's complete, but we can also speed this up for 13 gold. Try to resist clicking on the gold speed up, because as you've seen through the game, you're going to need gold to unlock your hangar slots. You can also use gold to purchase what they call gold weapons. At the moment, everything I'm running here is purchased with silver. So while I was playing, I was saving up my gold so I could unlock my hangars and be able to add more bots. So when you first start out, you get the first slot, and then for a gold purchase, you get the second slot, third slot, fourth, and fifth slot. So each of those increases in value as you open up the slots. So try and save your gold if you can early game to unlock those slots. Can't stress enough, must unlock these slots. So instead of in a game you only have one bot, and after it's destroyed you're pretty much finished for that game. You can add additional bots to keep you fighting, and also it gives you a bit of selection in battle as well. So as I was playing through, sort of hitting level 15, this is sort of what my bots were starting to look like. So I had the Natasha here, which is a heavy chassis, and it basically comes with 2 weapon slots, 2 light slots, and you can pretty much equip it with most weapons that are available. So let's have a look in the store. So as you can see, you can choose different weapon types, and each of them have a cost, whether it be silver or gold. But as you can see now, we're starting to get into weapons that use components. I'll show you a bit later in the video what that means. But as you go through, there's all your heavy weapon selections that you can purchase or research. And with the light weapons slot as well. So these are the ones that you purchase for the light weapon slot. So when choosing weapons for your bot, highly recommend that you sort of choose the same sort of weapon, same sort of range. So let's have a look at the Zenit, which is a heavy artillery rocket. So it has a damage of 1476 at this level of 6. It has a range of 1100 meters. So let's just have a look at it in detail. So it's a long-range multi-rocket launcher for indirect fire. So essentially you can sit back behind cover and lob rockets. So this cannot be fired at targets closer than 300. So effectively from 300 meters onwards you can use this weapon, but when robots start to engage you at close range, this weapon system becomes pretty much useless. Most weapons you find in war robots have a light, medium and heavy variant. So the light version of the Zenit is the Noricum, and has the same range, basically the same sort of properties as the Zenit does, same sort of reload time, fires a volley. So when you're selecting weapons for your robot, I definitely recommend that you choose the same sort of type. So, tanky robots. So the Leo, this robot was in my hangar for a very long time. So essentially it's got the durability. So when we're looking at a robot's stats, you can see here, this is its durability. So it's the most durable robot in my hangar, but the downside obviously is its speed. It's a very slow mover, and this sort of setup, I had range weapons on it for a while, but I eventually moved to much stronger damage dealing weapons, and the aim of this sort of setup was to get within sort of 300 meters of the enemy. Okay, next one is the Griffin. So this one, early in the game, there used to be something called the death button Griffin. So essentially it was just a surprise attack, heavy damage dealing robot. And a lot of people still use this sort of variant today. I still see it in game. But the idea is you sort of hide behind cover. When enemies come within 300 to 500 meters, you jump up, fire everything you got at them, and jump back into cover. So as you can see, its special ability is robot jumps in a chosen direction, and then once you've used that ability, there's a recharge time. The great thing is there's also a recharge time on your robot, on your weapons for reloading. So you can hide for until your weapons are recharged, and then jump back out again and fire your next volley. So this robot is a fun one when you're first sort of using special abilities. So I definitely recommend getting a Griffin in your hangar. Fun robot. And lastly, we've already touched on basically the Gareth, so the physical shields. In game, you're probably going to be doing a lot of beacon rush or beacon capturing games. So having a fast robot with a bit of durability is definitely a must. In game, never rely on your teammates to capture beacons. So always have sort of a beacon runner, a quick bot that can deal a bit of damage and also take a bit of damage. You got to capture beacons because most people are focused on dealing as much damage as possible to get up on the scoreboard. But if you're a good beacon runner and you capture beacons and deal a bit of damage, you'll score just as high as they will. So definitely good to have a beacon runner in your, if not one, definitely have another one, just to make sure that you're winning those games and getting those resources you need. Okay, so we've just hit level 30 and we've just gotten the Titan. So let's have a look at the Titan. So obviously you have 2 beta weapons and an alpha weapon. So you can actually purchase more of these. They require platinum, which you start to earn as you hit level 30. So there's different weapons types for your Titans, and also different types for your beta weapon. So each sort of have a characteristic. Obviously these are your machine gun weapons, you've got rocket weapons, lightning arc weapons, and plasma type weapons. So you're probably going to be keeping this variant for many weeks to come after you hit level 30. So it's basically when you upgrade Titans, you use your platinum, and basically it's an instant upgrade. So there's no wait time when you spend platinum doing your robot upgrades, but I have to stress, save up your platinum. So put it into weapons if you want to deal a bit more damage, but try not to spend it on your bot, because there's some great Titans out there. Just to give you an example, here's the 4 variants you have to choose from. So in my hangar I'm currently running the Arthur, which is a nice armoured Titan. has a big physical shield at the front, so you can essentially just march up and deal damage without taking too much until they break off your shields. Next thing I want to show you is those component weapons. So as you progress through the game, you'll start unlocking workshop slots, and you'll be able to spend silver to research better weapons. So I'll do another video on recommending weapon types. Obviously how you play will depend on what weapon you choose, but a lot of the weapons that are to choose from have a very specific sort of usage skill. So just we'll go through and have a quick look at oops, no, sorry, can't do that until those are finished. But yeah, when you're collecting components, researching components, try and choose weapons that are going to sort of complement your future play, because they can take up to about 30 days depending on how many research slots you have. And you know, it's great picking some weapons that look really good, but at the end of the day you've got to get that damage output going, so choose wisely. There's some great websites that and also YouTube videos that show weapon strengths and the sort of characteristics and dealing, so you can see a lot of sort of gameplay and what weapons that are being used in the meta at the moment. But yeah, when you're starting out, you know, all your weapons are fairly limited to sort of silver purchase weapons. So just say, for example, you know, we want to change the weapon on the pattern to make him a close range brawler. So you'd probably choose something like close range rockets. You know, the Punisher is always a good weapon to sort of level up. It's sort of one that'll carry you through most of the game until you start to get to sort of Masters League. You know, this weapon has been sort of a mainstay in my hangar for a while. I've got it equipped on other bots, so that's why I've got level 1 only showing. But yeah, so things like Punishers, rockets, you know, put a bit of focus on them to upgrade. Okay guys, I'm not going to show you any gameplay because this hangar's pretty much not going to get me anywhere in a game. But I'll leave you with a couple of action shots from my other hangar, and stay tuned for my next video. Remember to like and subscribe, and leave any comments if you'd like to know more specifics on any of these bots and their weapons. More than happy to answer your questions or do a video to show you what they're capable of. But yep, please like and subscribe guys, and helps me put out more great content. So yeah, enjoy, and I'll leave you with some action clips. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Titan Slayer.